And now we're looking at the 152-pound championship match between Jamie Groudle of Ohio and Jason Webster of California. Groudle in the all-white singlet, Webster in the black and red.
Quick takedown by Webster.
The first points of the match go to Jason Webster of California. Webster, a two-time state place winner, a runner-up this year. 5th in the state as a junior. He's from Corona, California, and Centennial High School.
Groudle with just a power out, stand up, posted a hand, got his 1 point, score now 2-1, Webster. Groudle,
a member of the powerhouse Walsh Jesuit team from Cuyahoga Falls, Ohio, was the 171-pound Division I state champ in Ohio this year, the runner-up as a junior. Last year, of course, in these championships, we had the dominating performances of Clint Musser and Jim Johnson from Walsh Jesuit. They kind of led the team last year as Groudle takes the lead with a takedown. This year, a more balanced team, and one of the leaders was the guy you're seeing here in the white singlet, Jamie Groudle, and he brings Webster back to the mat as they go off the edge. 58 seconds left in the first period, and Jamie Groudle of Ohio, who fell behind on the first takedown, now with an escape and a takedown of his own and a 3-2 lead.
Groudle just powered through that double, just as Webster did. Lowered his level, took him right down.
Very powerful wrestler, Groudle, and very tough on top with the cradle that you're about to see here. He's locked it up.
He's got the cross-face cradle. He's trying to roll through with it.
Tried to roll with it in the dangerous direction, and now maybe looking to sit straight back with it. Webster trying to get off the edge. 30 seconds left to go in the first period. And I think Groudle will probably run out of real estate here.
Yes, sir.
Still no change, and they go off the edge. 19 seconds left to go in the first period, and a 3-2 lead for Jamie Groudle of Ohio and Walsh Jesuit High School. Groudle with the legs in as we count down the last 10 seconds of the first period. Webster with the stand-up. Can't break the hands, though, as Groudle tries to bring him back down to the mat, and that'll do it. The first period is history.
Long as there's an attempt to bring the wrestler to the mat, the official will let it go. It's when you stand behind them with no attempt, there'll be a 5 count that they'll warn you for stalling, and obviously Groudle was doing all he could to take Webster to the mat. Webster fighting it off. Score being 3-2, Groudle going into the second.
Groudle has been very tough on his feet and on top in this tournament. He's had a little bit of trouble in some of his matches getting off the bottom. He really hasn't had to do that yet very much. He got off the bottom without much trouble, as we see an injury, looks like maybe to the left wrist or left hand of Jason Webster.
Groudle trying to power a leg in on that may have just kicked him in the stomach a little bit. He really tried to jam that in, and Webster, obviously knowing that Groudle is a leg man, just tried to pinch his legs and ward that off, and coming up on injury time. The boys in the stripes out there tonight are Jim Horner and Bob Coletta as our match judge.
Webster is still in a great deal of pain here. He's used 40 seconds of injury time so far. This is a 152-pound championship match in the 6th annual National High School Wrestling Championships. Rob Sherrill with your play-by-play, along with Ed Ferraro and Bob Gaines. And now the injury time has been stopped, and Jason Webster of California and Centennial High School in Corona taking the bottom position once again as we restart the second period, and a sit out and escape by Webster. It's a 3-3 match.
Webster sat and turned the opposite way on that. Caught Groudle a little bit looking the wrong way and got his 1 point, came right back in, missed a single. Groudle fought it off, they're off the mat, score being 3-3.
Right off the whistle with that sit out and turn, and no problem getting out. It's 3-3, and now a nice ankle pick right off the whistle and another takedown, and that's twice in a row that Webster has just flat out beaten Groudle off the whistle.
How explosive can he get? That was sweet. He just took the head tie, went right to an ankle pick, and then used that strength that you're looking at right now and powered right through it to be leading 5-3 with 1:15 to go in the second period.
Groudle with the stand-up now. Webster with the leg in.
I think we're going to see this stopped.
And now the stalling call on top against Webster.
And that was a good call. There was no attempt to bring him to the mat. He put the leg in as he came up and just kind of stood there with it. And I'm sure Mr. Webster knows that. He's not
really no attempt or opportunity to improve his position there. And now Groudle spins out and turns for the escape. And it's 5-4 in favor of Jason Webster of California, wearing the black and red. Jamie Groudle of Ohio wearing the solid white with the trim.
Both wrestlers very explosive. Jamie Groudle, the way he comes to both feet on that stand-up and just, he's not cutting them loose. He's powering out of there. Groudle, an obvious specimen.
Now Webster countering the Groudle shot with the front headlock. Looking maybe for the throw by or the spin behind, and now a stalemate called by Jim Horner with 21 seconds left to go in the second period. 5-4 in favor of Jason Webster. Both wrestlers head to head, and now a single. And Webster lifting it up, switching off to the double, and he scores.
Boy, was that a polished shot. He took an outside single shot. Now trying to take Groudle to his back, staying deep in the crotch, leading 7-4. That shot is a difficult one to finish. He took an outside single shot, pulled it tight, head tight, chest in, and cut double, take him right back to his back.
Nearly had back points there with that far leg tilt. Couldn't quite get it, but now Groudle having to take a little bit of injury time here. And Jason Webster has upped his lead to 7-4 as we go to the third period.
Little wake-up call for the fans on this one too, Rob, getting a little bit involved.
Getting ready to start the third and final period here in the 152-pound championship match. These the 6th annual National High School Wrestling Championships from the A.J. Palumbo Center on the campus of Duquesne University in Pittsburgh. And Jason Webster of California starting on top here in the third period. He's got the legs in.
Jason Webster stepping up, trying to take that leg right in.
Nice.
Groudle holding the leg, holding himself in his back, now reverses that situation.
2 points for the cradle for Jason Webster, and Groudle almost out, but now Webster with the hips back up, and he maintains control now with a 9-4 lead over Jamie Groudle of Ohio.
That's a situation you won't see duplicated. You have your leg caught up top, took him right back into a cradle. Groudle feeling rather comfortable because he did catch the leg, feeling he could come through, but didn't realize that he was giving up back points at that time. Webster doing a great job of mat awareness, keeping the pressure on and getting the 2 points to make this score 9-4.
Minute 27 left here in the third period. And now Webster under the arm and just kind of hanging on the ankle there. And Jim Horner puts a stop to that. And now it looks like a standing reversal by Jamie Groudle. And he does get the reversal. Now the stand-up by Webster. 9-6 the score in favor of Jason Webster of California at a stalwarting against Groudle. He just kind of carried Webster out of bounds.
Yeah, you definitely can't do that. I believe Mr. Groudle knows that too.
And now injury time being taken by Groudle. Looks like he has to tie his shoe here.
Yeah, they're calling for tape. I'm not sure how much medical attention we're looking for here. They just need some tape.
I think they'll just tape those laces so they don't come undone again.
Some equal action on this one here, Rob. Both wrestlers wrestling
really
well.
An outstanding finals round. These matches just one after the other. We've had some great action, end-to-end action. Both wrestlers coming up with great moves. We've had pins. We've had wrestlers come from behind to win. It's just been one outstanding finish after another.
Yep, you're exactly right there, Rob. They're taping, I believe, the shoelaces of that. One shoe just got, oh no, they're taping the ankle itself.
Still attending to the left ankle of Jamie Groudle. 58 seconds left in the match, and Jamie Groudle running low on his injury time. 9-6 is the score in favor of Jason Webster of California, Centennial High School in Corona, the California State runner-up this year. Jamie Groudle, the Division I Ohio State champion at 171, also a runner-up as a junior. Groudle, an outstanding student as well, with a 3.97 grade point average.
There's that explosive stand-up now exhibited by Jason Webster.
Groudle in obvious pain on that left ankle, limped back to the center a little bit. Inside of 50 seconds, and the immediate escape by Jason Webster at a 10-6 lead. Under 40 seconds left to go in the 152-pound championship match. Groudle in on a single leg. Webster with the lock in the crotch.
Groudle does not want to be there. He doesn't have time on his side. He had a nice double that he shot and then was forced to go to a single. Webster just scooting out, hooking the leg, and eventually gets a stalemate with 14 seconds to go in this match.
Time running short for Jamie Groudle of Walsh Jesuit of Cuyahoga Falls, Ohio. He trails 10-6, and it looks like the champion will be Jason Webster. And there's a stall call against Webster and a point for Groudle. That makes it 10-7. 5 seconds left to go. And there it is, the championship for Jason Webster by a score of 10-7. And another title for California. Second place to Jamie Groudle of Ohio. We'll be back with Bob Gaines talking to Jason Webster, and we'll also be looking at the presentation of awards to the 145-pound All-Americans.
National champion, Jason, great job.
Thanks a lot.
California's got 2 now. Were you got the team spirit with the other guys?
Yeah, I really did. I said a prayer with Eric Guerrero before the match. You know, we kind of bonded a little bit. You know, glory to God and Eric. That's pretty much it.
Was your match? Did you have any difficulty in it?
Yeah, national finals. You know, the guy's good, and yeah, I had difficulty. And I can't tell you right now how it was difficult, but it was difficult. It really was. He's a tough opponent.
How about you? Were you up on it the whole time?
Yeah, I felt pretty confident the whole match. You know, after he took me down the second time, I was like, you know, kind of woke me up a little bit, you know, and so got me going.
Congratulations, Jason.
Thanks a lot.